I finally read The Songbird and the Heart of Stone and I absolutely loved it. Carissa Broadbent is one of my favourite authors of all time. I don't know what she does, what she puts in her books, in her writing, but it blows me away and has me hooked from literally page one. This book follows Misha and Asar, and he is the half brother of someone who's also very important in the duet. Obviously you need to read all the books to kind of understand it's not interconnected standalones at all. He has been tasked by Nyaxia to travel to the underworld to resurrect the god of death, who was actually her husband, and he needs to take Misha with him. So basically the entire book is about their descent to the underworld. I'm not gonna lie, it did get a bit overwhelming. Maybe underwhelming is the better word. At sometimes I felt like there would be loads of action and nothing, and then loads of action and then nothing. I rated it 4 stars for that reason, just because the pacing sometimes I felt was quite off, which I don't usually feel like I've really experienced that with Carissa Broadbent books. I feel like it's usually quite action packed. I really enjoyed the dynamic between Asar and Misha and seeing how they not hated each other. It wasn't enemies to lovers or anything like that. I feel like maybe it tried to be, but it definitely wasn't. Seeing how that grew to them actually falling in love and loving each other, and it had me crying at the end. Every Carissa Broadbent book rips your heart out in the last 50 pages. That's what I've come to know. Expect the twistiest of twists at the end, because there's no way you're getting off lightly and not having to suffer through the next months waiting for the next fucking book, which I am now doing, because that ending, I need to know. Wasn't actually mad about the ending. I thought I might be mad. I'd seen loads of reviews of people slating it and saying they hated it and she fucked up, but I enjoyed it personally. There's a really cool dog in there called Luce, and I was adamant if they killed Luce off, I'm not reading anymore. But they didn't kill Luce off, so we're happy. I loved all the characters. I will have to say, actually, the character development was piss poor. I'm so sorry. It was frustrating me because I was looking, there was like 60 pages left, and there's quite a big part of the book that she needed to fix up on, and she did it, but too late. But that's fine. Another thing I would actually say is sometimes the descriptions of things I thought was way too much, and I was kind of just going off my own vibes. I wasn't actually using what they described it as. It's that complicated that I would be like, I have confused myself, and then I would just be imagining whatever I wanted to. But it was quite fun. It's quite a cool thing. I've never visualized something like that before, because it's quite a different, I don't want to say concept, but I feel like I've not read anything like The Descent to Hell. Like, I haven't read any fantasy books like that, so to me it was quite refreshing, but also boring in places. Not boring, slow. Pacing was not great, but I rated it 4 stars. I think I've already said that. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a nice little read, nice little romantasy. Reminds me why I love the genre so much. I would recommend the Crowns of Nyaxia series to anybody though. It's so interesting. I never thought I would be one for vampire fantasy, like vampire romantasy. I actually love it when it's like you need to feed. Yes, you fucking do. Listen to him.